Oscar 2018 was considered to be a major milestone for women in the film industry, as it had witnessed the rise of female power both on and off screen. For the first time in its 90 years of existence, 4 out of 9 movies nominated for Best Picture have the plot that surrounds a female protagonist, and Rachel Morrison became the first woman ever to be nominated for a cinematography Oscar for her work in Mudbound. Now, as an audience, I would love to send my congratulations to all of the winners and the nominee of the Oscar for the excellent work that they have done. However, there is still a question lingering at the back of my mind. Where are the Asians? Or more specifically, where are all the Asian actresses?
Ben Kingsley and Don.
In the past 90 years, 2 Asian men have been nominated for Best Actor and they both won. Six Asian men have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor and won. Harling S. Ngôn won. 5 Asian women have been nominated for Best Supporting Actresses and Miyoshi Yumiki won. However, only one Asian woman, Merle O'Brien, has been nominated for Best Actresses, and that was back in 1935, aka the 8th Academy Award ceremony. So, what is happening? Are there no Asian actresses? Are they all just happen to be terrible actresses? And for the guys too, because 10 nominations in 19 years, to be honest, are nothing, especially when Ben Kingsley is responsible for 4 of them. So, what is the deal? There are much theory to this question, from the notion that it is the Asian culture to follow a more conservative and stable kind of career, to the statement that Asian actors are not expressive enough. Well, in today's video, I would like to focus more on the quality of the role that Asian actresses get and how the image of Asian women have been seriously misrepresented by the Hollywood media.
I have no son to follow me. Therefore, in shame, I ask you to receive a message from my ugly and insignificant daughter.
The dragon you will ever meet. She'll devour you like a cat swallows a mouse.
First of all, let's travel back in time to the year 1931 to meet Princess Lei Wang in Daughter of the Dragon, who is played by Anna May Wong, the pioneering actress whose screen career was memorialized with the word, "She died 1,000 deaths." In the film Daughter of the Dragon, Wong plays this monstrously female figure. Despite her love for the white main character, Wong's character nonetheless plots to kill him. From there, the image of the Dragon Lady of Hollywood screen is complete, a dark, cold, malicious force who used her sexuality to achieve her selfish goal. From 1919 to 1960, Wong appeared in approximately 60 films, most of them made in Hollywood, but some in Germany, France, and England as well, where she became an exotic stage and a screen sensation. Wong also started out playing slave girls, prostitute, doomed lover, and carried on those roles in many films throughout her career. It is from her roles on the black and white screen that the people take image of the Dragon Lady. Of course, Anna didn't originate the stereotype, but her on-screen representation of it helps make the image of an unforgettable part of Western consciousness. Like Lucy Liu, Wong was often criticized for playing stereotypes. She responded that, "When you are just starting out, you don't have much choice about the roles you get to play." Wong, however, had complained publicly about several occasions that she was tired of the part she had to play, speaking directly to the Hollywood filmmaking community through Fan magazine. She said, "Why should we always scheme, rob, kill? I got so weary of it all." The second Asian woman stereotype is called the lotus blossom. Asian women who are quiet, gentle, modest, and obedient. The lotus blossom always seems like they are innocent and pitiful, very sweet to the point where many men will be willing to take responsibilities for her. She's the type to enjoy a man's embrace and cuddle, and are really the stereotype of a traditional good Asian girls. Interestingly, this stereotype was developed from Chinese prostitute that was brought in during the California gold rush to serve male population. Now, the lotus blossom can be seen in the musical Miss Saigon. The story circulates around a poor woman from a rural village, a victim of war, and are seen as helpless, ready to be exploited by a Western man who will come down to save her. This is the perspective we get from the westernized definitions. But the truth is, in real life, many of these women have a strong resolve, meaning they work hard, and many of them who are seen as lotus blossom are actually strong, independent women who are supporting their family in a poor community or trying to build a life for themselves. This is the real women who are seen as lotus blossom, and I feel it the Western media which has sexualized them. In reality, they deserve much more admiration and appreciation than this. Now, the next stereotype can be called the Suzie Wong or the China doll. Originate from the Paramount Picture adaptation of the popular 1957 novel, The World of Suzie Wong tells the tale of Robert Lomax, an American with a slightly more progressive idea who escaped from the West to Hong Kong and meet his China doll, Suzie, played by Nancy Kwan. Suzie is an orphaned prostitute. Robert hired her to model for him and find himself first pitying her and then falling in love with her. After she begged him to save her child, who then later died in a flood, he became her white knight, saving her from the dirty world of prostitution. By rescuing his China doll, he could escape the confines of his own world and find the exotic realm of the Oriental. This can be traced back to the ideology that while the West is dominating, progressive, strong, and rational, the East is submissive, backward, weak, and sometimes evil, schemy, because of historical events such as those that lead to the Opium War between Britain and China or Britain colonizing India. In conclusion, while white supremacy is no longer a loving keyword and the lack of diversity have been addressed, the progress in Hollywood is still happening very, very slowly. By limiting Asian women to subversive roles used only as a convenient prop for the movie, Hollywood film deprived the female audience a chance to see women in action, women making a difference, and women who own struggle both good and bad they can relate to. Not only did this affect young, impressionable girls, the male audience seeing women in such weak position are taught a misconception that can lead to horrible behavior. If Hollywood diversifies Asian women's role in a story so that they can interact and carry the story forward, they will offer a much more interesting plot, one that will appeal to an audience that is waiting and willing to pay to see a character on the silver screen that they like and may even look up to.